Hello, today we are going to read Home, Youngest, A Journey Around the World, Book 8, and it is titled Home. The Lexile of this book is 650 Lexile. Let us begin reading this book. Youngest, A Journey Around the World, book title Home. The day had finally come. Lucia Richardson had been at sea for 11 months and 20 days. She had sailed from California to Australia and then almost all the way back over to California. Today she would finish the final leg of her. Let us see the vocabulary options that we have. Weekend, traffic, package, journey. We can eliminate weekend, traffic and package because the discussion that was in progress was journey. So let us see whether we are right or wrong. We are right. This afternoon she would see her home in California come into view. Her trip would finally be over. She would officially become the youngest person to ever sail around the dash by herself, around the, let us see, flash, coach, world, bunch. Most probably it is world, around the world by herself. Let us proceed further. That morning, Lucia had looked at her maps and set her course for the day. Now she was just waiting for the shore to come into view. She tried to sit down and read, but she was too excited. She stood near the front of the boat. She looked out over the water. She was waiting to see a slice of land come into view. While she waited, Lucia looked back at her trip. She had come so far and survived so much. She survived terrible storms. She survived a dangerous broken sail. She was lonely, excited, and bored. But now she was so close to completing her journey. Finally, around lunchtime, Lucia could see land come into view. It was her hometown in California. She couldn't believe that it was finally in sight. Everything looked the same as it always had. She couldn't wait to get ashore and talk to her parents. She was going to surprise them. She hadn't told them how close she was. Instead, she wanted to just go, knock on their door. They would be so surprised and so happy to see her. As she got closer to land, she realized that her plan was not going to work. She was not going to be able to surprise her parents. In the distance, she could see that there was a huge crowd gathered on the shore. They were all waiting for her to arrive and waving to her. Somehow, they knew she was coming home today. Her parents were there. So were all of her closest friends. There were television and newspaper reporters with cameras too. When Lucia docked her boat, a huge cheer came from the crowd. Lucia ran down from the boat and found her parents. She gave them the biggest hug she had ever given anyone. "We are so proud of you," her mother said. "We knew you could do it," her father said. Lucia gave her parents the presents that she had been collecting for them. She had been collecting water dash for them, water Samples, bananas, rudders, squares. Now it is quite confusing. Squares, I do not know the meaning. Rudders are most probably used in boards for turning. Bananas, it seems out of place. Let us see the context when I don't know the word. She collected it from Africa and Australia. What is that she collected? She has been collecting water, most probably samples. So, even if I don't know the meanings of certain words, I can look at the context and give it a try whether I'm right or wrong. I am right. She has been collecting water samples for them. She collected water from near South America and Central America. She collected it from Africa and Australia. Now her parents could have water from all over the tooth blade world. Shoot, it is most obvious that it is all over the world. I love this, her father said. I am going to put them right up on the mantle in our house. That way we'll always remember your adventure. After she talked to her parents, Lucia still had so much to do. In fact, she felt much busier than she ever had during her journey. First, she met with a man who officially named her the youngest person ever to sail around the world. We want to present you with this certificate that says you officially hold the record, he told Lucia. Congratulations on this amazing achievement. You are an inspiration to people everywhere. Next, Lucia met her friends from school. They talked for almost an hour, trading stories. Lucia told them all about her kitchen journey, traffic captain. Most probably, she could have spoken about her journey. Yes, I'm right. And they told her what she had missed at school this year. It was so good to catch up with all of them. She couldn't wait to hang out with them more now that she was home again. Finally, Lucia went and talked to a reporter. The reporter had all kinds of dash for Lucia about her trip. All kinds of questions, addresses, buildings, struggles, most probably questions. She, she asked what the hardest moment was, what the best moment was, and much, much more. How do you feel that you accomplished your goal to become the youngest person to sail around the world? The dash asked Lucia, the research treasure survival reporter. Most probably the reporter asked Lucia. It feels great, but I realized that I wasn't doing it to set a record. Lucia replied. I was just doing it because I love sailing. Whether I set a record or not, being on the water around the world was an amazing journey. I learned a lot about myself and how strong I am. After seeing everyone, Lucia was so tired. She went home with her parents. Dad made spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. It was Lucia's dash and she had missed it. It was Lucia's cheerful, metallic, favorite, hairless. Most probably looks like favorite. Yes, it is correct. After all, they all watched the news to see Lucia's interview. Then Lucia told her parents stories of her journey. She told them about the dash, the repairs, and the loneliness. She told about the evening, weather, craving, pattern. Most probably she was missing her home. Let us give it a try. We can always be wrong, no issues. Yes, it is wrong. The correct answer is then Lucia told her parents stories of her journey. She told them about the weather, the repairs, and the loneliness. She told them how she was always able to find a way to keep going. Her parents smiled and told her that they were proud of how she had handled all the challenges she faced. Finally, Lucia went up to her room and crawled into her cozy bed for the first time in almost a year. She lay awake for a few minutes, dash her journey, recognizing, remembering, practicing, complaining. Most probably, she was remembering her journey. Yes. And then she fell into a deep sleep. She was happy and satisfied. She did it.